So it finally happened. Chris Paul has been finally traded out of OKC. And he's now going to be on the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. So the Oklahoma City Thunder, obviously they traded Chris Paul finally. We waited like so many weeks for Chris Paul to be traded. And now he's going to be playing alongside Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, which is going to be a good big three. That's really a big three right there. Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton right there, and Chris Paul. So the Oklahoma City Thunder traded away Chris Paul to Phoenix for Ricky Rubio, Kelly Oubre, Ty Jerome, Jalen, and yeah, they traded Chris Paul for those players. So this trade is obviously good for the Phoenix Suns, but this trade is also good for the OKC Thunder because they get Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre, he played pretty well last season. He can become something. Like the Thunder, they're gonna have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and they're gonna have Kelly Oubre as well, and they're gonna have Steven Adams, who they can trade. They're also gonna have Ricky Rubio, who they can also trade for more picks. Sam Presti is a genius. I might make a video on Sam Presti, to be honest, but obviously there are some bad things about Chris Paul going to the Phoenix Suns. And let's talk about the bad things. So Chris Paul, he's like what, 35, 36 years old? I forgot. I think he's like 36 years old. So that means that there's a chance that he's gonna play for the Suns, but there's a chance that he gets an injury. And the Phoenix Suns gave up Kelly Oubre for just Chris Paul, just for him to get injured. And Chris Paul has a lot of injury history. But this trade would have been 10 times better if Chris Paul was like 10 years younger right now. But obviously it's better late than never. But yeah, but the Western Conference, every day the Western Conference gets tougher and tougher. Like the Lakers just got Dennis Schroeder. As a Laker fan, I'm happy with that trade. Like we needed to get somebody. We finally got rid of Danny Green for Dennis Schroeder in the 28th pick. And now Chris Paul is going to the Suns. So the West is getting tougher and tougher every single day. And now we don't know what's gonna happen with James Harden. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. James Harden, he can go to Brooklyn, he can go to Philly. Like we don't know what's gonna happen next. Somebody's gonna have to get traded next. Whether it be James Harden, Russell Westbrook, maybe even like a Paul George. Who, I don't know. Somebody's gonna get traded next. But this trade that the Thunder did with the Phoenix Suns for Chris Paul, this trade is a W for both sides. This trade is a W for both sides. And I kind of wish the Milwaukee Bucks, I wish the Milwaukee Bucks got Chris Paul, because it would have been more fun to see Chris Paul with Giannis. But this trade is not bad though. This trade is pretty good for both sides. The Thunder get Kelly Oubre, a young player, and the Suns, they get Chris Paul to pair up with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. And now Devin Booker, and now the Suns, they don't have to worry about Devin Booker leaving anymore, because they already got another star player in Chris Paul, who's a great playmaker. Chris Paul is one of the greatest point guards of all time. But do I think that this team can win a championship? That is the biggest question. I don't think so, because Devin Booker is young, DeAndre Ayton is young. They don't have a lot of playoff experience. They don't have a lot of playoffs like experience. I don't think Devin Booker and Ayton ever made the playoffs. They almost did in the bubble though. Like they went 8-0 in the bubble. They almost made the playoffs. If Caris LeVert hit that game-winning shot back in the bubble, they could have possibly been in the playoffs. But yeah, Chris Paul is finally been traded. He's now a Phoenix Sun. He's with Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. He has a better chance of making it deeper in the playoffs than he had in the Oklahoma City Thunder, playing with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. But this trade will benefit DeAndre Ayton a lot. Like DeAndre Ayton has Chris Paul, one of the greatest point guards of all time, on his team. So this will definitely benefit Ayton a lot. So yeah, Chris Paul has been traded to the Phoenix Suns. It's a good trade for both sides. Exciting. Like I wish he went to the Milwaukee Bucks so he can be with Giannis and Chris Middleton. But the Phoenix Suns is not bad. The Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton with Chris Paul, that's not a bad trade. But I still don't think this team can win a championship with that team. Like Devin Booker and Ayton, they're both young. They don't have a lot of playoff experience. I don't think they ever made the play. I know DeAndre Ayton has not made the playoffs ever in his career, but they don't have any playoff experience at all. So that is a bad thing. But that is why I don't see this team winning a championship. But I really wish Chris Paul was 10 years younger, because Chris Paul, his prime with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, that would have been a dangerous team for years to come. But yeah, Chris Paul is a Phoenix Sun. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, please like this video. If you like Chris Paul, the Phoenix Suns, if you definitely like this trade, definitely a big W for both sides, for the Thunder and for the Suns. The Thunder have like how many draft pick? I think they got like 17 draft pick. They're gonna have 17 draft pick from 2020 all the way to 2027, I think. Yeah. So the Thunder, they finessed the Rockets. They finessed the Clippers. But yeah, Sam Presti is just a genius. Sam Presti, like he's a genius. So if you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, just like I said, please like this video if this is a W trade for the Suns. And yeah, also subscribe for new. We're on the road to 100 subs. And I'm out.